All right, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope y'all enjoyed the night of fights last night. Let me go and open up this so I can make sure I can see y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, why doesn't it have this up on my channel where I can see it? Okay, here it goes. All righty. Can make sure I can hear you guys. Hey, Lyndon, I'm not late. I started at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, man. I was up till all kind of time, man. Y'all gotta forget. Y'all gotta do that for me, man. I was up real late watching that fight last night, so I decided. Here, let me make sure I. All kind of time, man. Y'all gotta forget. Y'all gotta. Hold on one second. I was up real late watching that fight last night, so I decided. Here, let me make sure. All right, yeah, I had to hit that mute on that. All right, man. What's going on, everybody? TDC says somebody get Blu-ray on the phone for Haney. He definitely has pop. You can see Jojo giving him props after each round, and Jojo had to guard up, meaning he knew Haney would do damage with sharpness. Yeah, dude, but that's not what Jojo said after the fight, though. Jojo didn't say that after the fight, man. Jojo Diaz said that he probably needs to move up in weight because he doesn't have a lot of pop. He said he doesn't have power. That's what Jojo said in an interview with Fight Hype. So I don't know, man. Honestly, I think that he probably needs to. I agree. I think he's going to have to move up in weight before he can really crack, because his weight drain is severe. He looks drained. He looked drained at the weigh-in. And it's probably, that more than it is the fact that the dude just can't punch, man. But on the real, not a lot of pop on that kid, man. Not a lot of pop. He should have been able to, the shots that he landed, to the body, as many body shots as he landed and as hard as he swung on them body shots, that should have had a little bit more effect on Jojo Diaz, man. But nah, Jojo said that he didn't have a lot of pop. He was asked who he thought was the best fighter that he fought, and he said Gary Russell Jr. was a better fighter, and he said, what would you, and the guy asked him, what would you say that Devin Haney needs to improve on? He said it's pop. He said he can't punch. He said what he probably needs to do is move up in weight, because, the power that he has in the gym isn't carrying over to the fight because of the amount of weight, because of the weight drain, because of the weight loss that he's having going on. So he probably just needs to move up in weight in order to do that. But the problem with that is when you move up in weight, everybody's bigger. Your pop goes up, but so does the pop of the people that you're fighting. You know what I mean? So it's a give and take. It's a give and take there, man. Stay connected. What's going on, bro? How you feeling this morning, man? He said Haney needs Blu-ray for Tank and at 140. Yeah, that ain't happening. For Kambosos, I believe he's fine. A solid game plan with his dad, Mickey Bay and Davidson. He just needs to stop worrying about knockouts. Yeah, I think he can beat George Kambosos, man. I agree with that. Absolutely, bro. With volume, yeah, you basically, TDL, you basically saying that dude ain't got a lot of power. I'm telling you, his power is gonna go up once his power will go up once he gets out of that weight class, I think. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. And to the haters, I'm sorry that the dislike button has disappeared, man. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that you won't be able to dislike anymore. Hit the like button, though, man. Lyndon Jones said, "You're late. Go to the principal's office now." Yeah. On Sundays, I did it at 9. I did it at 9 a.m., man, because I got to get a little bit more rest. I started it. I didn't get done. I did a video after the fight, and that video didn't post until I don't know what time was it, 1 a.m. or something like that. So it took a little bit of time, man. Yeah, CG Cap said, leave that like on the way. And absolutely, man, we got a small house this morning. We're actually 72 people in there, or 76 people in the building. Y'all get the likes up to 33. What's going on? Vlad's dad in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? TJ Boxing and Sports. What's happening, man? Rashawn McClarty in the building. What's going on, man? Caesar TMG. Yes, sir. Hit that like, man. Jesse said, who's ready for Gervonta versus Pitbull? Man, honestly, I wish they would have had that fight last night. I don't understand why they doing this on a Sunday, man. You throwing my whole plan off, man. I'm supposed to be done. It's supposed to be done for the weekend on Sunday night, man. Ain't supposed to be out there. Watching fights at 11 o'clock at night on Sunday, man. That crap is gonna hurt them, dude. Because they say there's a lot of people that don't have anything to do on Sunday, but if their fight don't pop off until midnight on Sunday, man, people also got to go to work on Monday morning, man. Chris Brooks in the building. He said he showed heart and a chin. Oh, hold on. Said Gervonta, CG Cap said Gervonta Tank Davis was showing what it's supposed to look like. He showed heart and a chin. Yeah, he did. He did show heart and a chin. I don't know about if he showed too much of a chin, though. He don't need to be doing that, bro. That's Jojo Diaz, man. Jojo Diaz 130. I will keep reminding people. Jojo Diaz is a 126-pound fighter, man. 126. He's getting popped by a 102, buzzed by an ex 126 pounder, and he got hit super flush. That shot, I don't know, man, about his inside game, man. I think he probably needs to stick a little bit more on the outside, but at a certain point in time, man, you can only move so much until you get a guy that's able to cut off the ring. But I do like Devin Haney's defense a lot, man. I just don't know if he's that special fighter people are trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's that special fighter, bro. Like, I think he's a very, very good fighter, but that ain't Jaron Ennis, man. I'm just going to tell you right now, bro, that's not Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis is in probably an earlier stage in his career, even though he has more fights. But I don't know, man. There's just something a little extra about Jaron Ennis, man. Something about, like, something a little extra. Even like with Floyd Mayweather Jr., when Floyd was at 126 pounds or at 130 pounds, there was just something extra about him, man. And he was knocking them dudes out at his first weight class. I don't, dang, Fahim said puppy paws. Let me get a loudest pack, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate that. For now, I got the best unbiased content on YouTube. I F with you, bro. Thank you very much, man. I try to tell you, these dudes don't like it, though. Ooh, man. These I'm telling you, somebody who cannot stand me is them Terrence Crawford fans. Them Terrence Crawford just think I am purely biased against him. Man, I am not purely biased against that man. They don't like that at all, bro. He said, for now, the dislike button still there, King. Nah, you can't. Nah, but go hit it. Hey, 50 bands, hit that dislike button and tell me what happens. Hit that dislike button and see if you can see your dislike. Man, they got rid of they made sure you can't see it no more because there was so many people harassing. The reason I'm gonna tell you why they made it like that too. Because all these clowns would go around to people's channel because they didn't like them, and they would just do group dislikes and they would like encourage people to go to videos and hit the dislike button. So they're like, man, you got to stop torturing creators and just trying to screw them, trying to make a disproportionate number of likes, bro. Because that's what would happen to videos. Like if you do a video about Canelo, you'll immediately have 30 dislikes. As soon as you put the video up, you look up, you're like, God dang, it's been up 10 minutes. How did I get 30 dislikes? People are always trying to thumb your video down to make it bad to discourage people from watching it. I'm telling you. That's why they did that, bro. Tiger Stripe, he fought better competition than Jaron Ennis. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Not really. Not really. No, he hasn't. He fought Jorge Linares, Sergey Lipinets. What and what? They're what and what? No joke. Thomas Delorme, Jojo Diaz. That's what and what to me. No, I don't think. And actually, those guys are closer to the same size. Nah, not about what and what, bro. Devin Haney ain't fought a bunch of killers now. Don't get carried away, bro. But no, look, you can look at how these dudes are fighting, man. That's a different level guy. I'm telling you, Jaron Ennis is a different level guy. Their level of competition is not starkly different, friend. He has 2 wins, Jojo Diaz, and he has Jorge Linares. And Jorge Linares is Jorge Linares, not necessarily the best. Say you can't see the dislike no more. Exactly, bro. You can't see it. That's why they got rid of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? For now, and the Love Kid is coming too. What's that dude's name? What's Love's whole name? You talking about the guy that fought last night, bro? Johnny Elgin said, you're an Arrow fan, but you know boxing. I ain't mad at you. Hey, man, I do like Arrow. But I'm not biased against Terrence Crawford. I am not. I'm telling you as I see it. I don't do this. I don't do that with Boots. I'm telling you that's a tough fight with Jaron Ennis. I'm telling you, man, Jaron. But everybody knows that with Jaron Ennis, bro. I'm telling you that's why I'm saying I don't know, bro. Devin Haney gonna lose pretty soon. I'm at 140. It's gonna I don't know. I don't think he beats Josh Taylor at 140. I don't see it, man. I think that is going to be a very, very difficult. I think that'd be a very, very difficult fight for him. But yeah, I do like that. I do like Errol Spence Jr. Absolutely. Not Boogie 9 said Devin need to stay away from Tank and Teofimo. I don't know. I think he can beat Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? I think he can beat Teofimo. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that chat, bro. Devin and Shakur have the best defense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know, man. He should have been able to, I'm going to go back to what I said. He should have been able to stop Jojo Diaz, bro. Like, if he was the level of fighter of a Gervonta Tank Davis, he's knocking out Jojo Diaz. He's finding a way to get Jojo Diaz out of there. If not for them body shots, just being able to stay in the pocket, slip his shots, counter them. You know what I mean? Now, I know Jojo Diaz came behind a high guard, and maybe people can make the argument that he was just trying to survive. But I don't think so, man. I just don't think so. I don't think so. He took shots clean from him. Didn't even buzz, never buzz. I don't think he might have knocked Jojo Diaz back once or twice. But I just don't know. Maybe at 140 he'll have the pop, man. But as is, I can't really speak on it. Hey, man, we got 215 people in the building, man. We got 89 likes. Hit that like, man. Make sure, please hit the like. Hit them likes for me, man. Wayne Dash said Devin will beat Teofimo Lopez in 12. I mean, Devin's going to beat everybody in 12. He's going to beat everybody in 12. I mean, if every fight that he's going to win. Oh, Montana Love. Yeah. Honestly, man, I ain't a fan, bro. Montana Love lost me in the dressing room. Man, it is really hard. It is really hard. Now, somebody got to tell me, though. Did he miss weight by 4 pounds because he was holding a dog? Because he brought that dog in there, dude. Did he hold the dog on the scale? I don't remember if he brought that dog to the scale or not. But didn't he miss weight by like 4 pounds? That dog though, the dog had me like, you know, and then they I was like, man, how's this dude getting his beard trimmed? But then but they asked him to trim his beard. They're like, your beard is too long. Like, but if your beard is too long, they didn't cut hardly anything off of it. You know what I mean? Adewale M said Haney is an excellent boxer, but he will get beat by a savage. Yeah, that's kind of where I am, man. Like, he's a very, very he's a very, very well schooled fighter. He knows. I mean, like, but I just don't know how it's the inability to hurt anybody, bro. It's the inability to hurt the guys that is bugging me. That's the only thing that's bugging me. You know what I'm saying? That is bugging me. And then if you have a better boxer in there with him, if you have a better boxer, somebody that can play that game with him, that can counterpunch with him, that is just as slick as him, then you're going to have to deal with whether or not what he can deal with somebody actually being able to land shots on him. And I liked his heart. He definitely showed heart, but he shouldn't have to show heart against Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz is a guy he should have been able to get out of there, man. And I said that before the fight, and then I waffled on it because I was like, you know, he's not going to get Jojo Diaz out of there. Like, it's not going to be a knockout. Jojo Diaz could go 20 rounds with him. It's not going to be a knockout. You know what I'm saying? In fact, Devin Haney is probably better off that's not a 15-round fight. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was a 15-round fight and not a 12-round fight, I think Devin Haney have a harder time in a 15-round fight. Because at a certain point in time, he really has to sit there and really has to fight with you. And then you got a better chance when he slows down to really land some shots. But I don't know, man. The great fighters can get you out of there. Somehow they get guys like Jojo Diaz out of there. You know, Jojo Diaz and Jorge Linares. Lomachenko got Jorge Linares out of there. You know what I mean? He got Jorge Linares out of there. Nobody got Jojo Diaz out of there, but Gary Russell Jr. had an easier time with him. What's going on? Oh, hi, brother. Jessica McCaskill is 147 pounds, and Clarissa is 165. Do you think Clarissa can fight at a catch weight of 154? She said she could, but I don't think Jessica McCaskill wants that. I think Jessica McCaskill will probably rather move down to fight like the winner of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano at 135, because she said she can still make 135, bro. You know what I mean? Daryl Lewis said, Tank, ma'am. I'm sorry, I called you brother. Sorry about that. Yeah, hey, look, we got 254 people in the building. Hey, only 100 likes, man. Hit them likes, man. Make sure y'all hit them likes for me, please, as you coming on in the building. And there's another thing, bro. Did anybody go to the fight? Anybody in there? That building looked kind of sparse up until the main event. Ahmad King said, if Devin didn't have power, wouldn't Jojo have let his hands go more? No, he couldn't land anything. He let his hands go anytime he got near him, but he couldn't get near him because Devin Haney has excellent. What's going on, King Los? Devin Haney got excellent defense, man. He ain't easy to hit. He was letting his hands go, but them hands was flying by his head because he just knew everything that he was going to do. He was able to outbox him. You know, Devin Haney can box for sure. Can definitely slip punches. Excellent at slipping punches. Slipping and countering, not so much. But he even did that a little bit, man. Kelly Too Slim said Jojo would take Tank all 12 rounds. He's a smart fighter that's never been stopped with an Olympic background. Even Kenny Porter said he's the most technically sound boxer out of the 2013 Olympics. That's what you think. You suspect he will. I don't think he will. He's going to engage. He's going to get hit. We'll know. He's going to hit him in the head hard. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he will. Jojo Diaz, 126 pounder, man. You can overwhelm him, man. He's not. I don't think he's going the distance with Gervonta. We'll never know now, though. You know what I'm saying? Octavius. That is kind of hypocritical. When Floyd had issues getting folks out of there, you same folks. First of all, do not put words in my mouth. When Floyd, you same folks. Who's the same folks? Who the fuck are you? See, Octavius, why would you? Don't do that to me. But first of all, I'll explain the difference. When Floyd had hard time getting out of there, was at 147 pounds, not at 130 pounds. Devin Haney's first weight class is 135, and he's much bigger than Jojo Diaz. Did you miss the size difference between the two guys? Jojo Diaz, he probably outweighed Jojo Diaz by 15 pounds. 15 pounds, had 4 inches on him, what was his reach advantage when he actually got in the ring? I'm not talking about Devin. If Devin Haney was fighting and not knocking, he was fighting at 147 and he wasn't knocking out people at 147, he was outboxing people at 147, I would say, okay, that makes sense. But Devin, there was no point in time at 130 pounds when Floyd Mayweather Jr. wasn't knocking people out. Matter of fact, let's look at his record when he had 17 fights. Floyd. And dude, do not tell me that I'm being a hypocrite because of what other people say. Okay, nice way to slip that in. But you're telling me that I'm a hypocrite for what you've heard other people say. I'm not responsible for what other people say. What is Devin Haney? Like 27? He's not 20. Is he? He's not got a lot of fight. 22? You know, something like that. Let's see. What looks like about 22 fights for him? Was it Zab Judah? Let me see. What was Floyd's record when he fought Zab? Oh, he's 35-0 when he fought Zab Judah. So I got to back up 15 fights. And then let me see what Devin Haney's. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Devin Haney is 27-0 with 15 KOs. When was his last KO? His last KO was 2 years ago against Antonio Moran. He's had one knockout in the last 3 years. I guess if you call Abdulov. He's gone the distance the last 4 times. Against Linares, Yuriokis Gamboa, Alfredo Santiago. Let me see if Alfredo Santiago, now he was undefeated at 12-0. And then Yuriokis Gamboa, he didn't knock out Yuriokis Gamboa. But let's go to Floyd at 27 fights. Which is probably somewhere around Emmanuel Augustus, I guess. Let's see. Floyd, come on. That was definitely in the 90s. Floyd was 23-0 at the time, so we'll move up 4 fights from there. Emmanuel, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was after the Julio, the Jesus Chavez fight. He was 26-0. You can't even tell how many KOs he had at the time. However, let's just walk down from there and see how many knockouts he had in 27 fights, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 knockouts in 27 fights. What's Devin? He may have around the same. No, 15 and 27. But, hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hey, Octavius, you're not going to be around here long, bro. Why am I in my feelings? Because you called me hypocritical for what somebody else said. Ahmad King, much love. He said, if Devin didn't have power, wouldn't Jojo have let his hands go more? Much love in that super chat, brother. If he would have landed him. Look, if you're trying to tell me, bro, that Devin Haney's got big power, how? Stop. Dog, seriously, stop trying. Do not try to sell Devin Haney as some power puncher, bro. Okay? Do not try that. That shit is stupid. Okay? If you want to say something, bro, go ahead and just say that you think Devin Haney doesn't need a lot of pop. That he's a good enough fighter. Not everybody has got killer power. Okay, Sean Porter doesn't have a ton of power. Vasily Lomachenko doesn't have a ton of power. You can say a lot of things about fighters that do not have a ton of power. But do not sit up here and try to convince me that Devin Haney is some power puncher, okay? Get off his nutsack, all right? Get off his sack, okay? And back to you that says why I'm in my feelings, bro, because you say just off of common sense. You're telling me that I'm hypocritical because of what other people give Floyd Mayweather Jr. credit for. How do I have any control over what other people say about Floyd Mayweather Jr.? I have no control over that. Does that make sense to you? Or is that still a struggle for you, bro? You know what I'm saying? But look, he does not have a lot of power. Deborah Booker in the building. Much love in that super chat. Jojo, Fanon, you're wrong on this. Jojo Diaz said Haney does have pop. Gary Russell didn't have Jojo out there, didn't get Jojo out of there. No, he did not say that. You're lying. And I appreciate it if you would not coming on here. I'd appreciate it if you would not come on here lying. Okay? I'd appreciate it if you would not come on here, Mr. Nubi Hahar. I'd appreciate it if you didn't come out here lying. Because that is not what he said. In fact, I have no problem proving it to you. Because, you know, I'm in that type of mood. Fight hype. Do. What he said was, on Fight Hype, let's hear it out of the horse's mouth.
think the best fighter that I've ever fought so far is Gervonta Jr. Very smart, very fast, very elusive, has some good pop. Devin Haney, don't get me wrong, he beat me tonight. He's a hell of a fighter, but he has a lot to go through still. And my fight with him was something that is going to, make him a better fighter, make him, progress in his
Hear this?
career. And my
Hear
career
this?
is going to make me a better fighter. So just going back to the drawing board and getting better.
Yeah, what do you feel he would have to improve on then?
I feel like it's pop. I feel like it's pop because.
Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, he could improve with that. Just getting his legs stronger, maybe moving up in weight too.
So, what the fuck you talking about? What are you talking about, liar? Don't come over here lying, bro. Don't. Yeah, I am. I'm doing a watch party for Tank. Absolutely. Dude, don't come up in here lying, bro. You come into the comment section just making shit up. Jojo Diaz said what he said that Gary Russell Jr. was the better fighter that he fought. Very smart, good fighter. And he said, what does Devin Haney have to improve on? He said his pop. So if you put 2 and 2 together, guy, that would mean that he thinks Gary Russell Jr. had better pop than Devin Haney does. Does that make sense to you? Are you out here on that bandwagon? Okay, please don't bandwagon with me, bro. Okay, don't do the bandwagon, bro. Devin Haney does not have a lot of pop, bro. You guys don't make shit up. If you want to say something, just say you don't think he needs it. Then I'm okay with it. You can debate that, dude, but that guy's not a knockout puncher. And definitely not at 135 pounds, man. He doesn't look like he can hurt Cat. Fahim Sator said, Fanon, you're right. I even bet the knockout Devin ain't cracking. No, he ain't cracking. But dog, don't make shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just came out here and made shit up on him. Just out here, let's just make something up. You know what I'm saying? Octavius, you comparing 135, exactly. Comparing 135 Haney to a 147, 154 Floyd. Yeah, they making shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said he been talking nonsense all morning. Yeah, dog, just go away, bro. Get out of here with all of that, man. Don't lie on Devin now. He's not a big power puncher. It's just what it is. It's just not a big power puncher. Midwest Boxing said, and Floyd fought better guys through 27-0. Much love in that super chat, bro. Look, dude, Floyd's a better fighter. Don't compare Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather Jr., bro. That's just, you're going to lose that debate every time, bro. He's one of the greatest fighters ever to do it. Kamel Oz in the building. He said, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. fought JoJo in his natural weight. Exactly. Much love in that super chat, bro. He did. I agree with that, no doubt about it. But please don't ever do that shit, bro. Coming out here talking about just making stuff up, bro. Okay? You tell me that Devin Haney got a lot of pop, bro. You're lying. Okay? You best make some excuse for it, okay? Homie, you way too sensitive. You can prove that man wrong minus the emotional rant. No, I can't. And I can throw you out. Get the fuck out. You nigga, let me tell you something, bro. When you lose, do not talk. Don't try to correct somebody's tone when you say something stupid. If you say something stupid, throw out a lie in the middle of a chat, and get proven wrong, you don't get to correct the person's tone. All right? Get out of here, man. Hit the bricks, bro. Anyway, King Judah said, yo, Fanon, I don't think Haney's power is a problem, and he unfairly criticized for it. He has more knockouts than Loma, and Loma's never criticized. He got way more fights, though, than Lomachenko does. Lomachenko ain't got 27 fights. And Lomachenko doesn't have a ton of power. He still gets people out of there at a high level. He got Linares out of there. You know what I mean? Yeah, on his way, I had to send you on your way. You know what I'm saying? Much love in that super chat, Jose. He said, Haney's a good, flashy fighter, but he ain't no Floyd. He's more like a lower weight Caleb Plant. That is an excellent observation. Yeah, you're going to get out. You're going to have to get out. He said, I'm cleaning house. Yeah, you got to get out of here on that, bro. Don't try to correct my tone. Because that's just, like I say, that is just a way for people that do not have an argument to try to make a point. You're yelling. Don't yell. Man, go away, bro. We talking boxing and having a good time, man, this morning. However, from being exited, can y'all hit the like? Because we got 415 people in the building. We only got 200 likes, man. Can y'all get the likes up? Can y'all get the likes up over 400, bro? Now, if I wanted to be hating on Devin Haney, I'll be saying he's not a draw and how very little noise there is for this fight outside of, I said he's a better boxer than Plant. Yeah, he may be a little bit better boxer than Plant. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But we'll see when he's in there against somebody like a Canelo. You know what I mean? I'll at least see him getting the knockdown, bro, because he hit the dude very, very flush. It's just a problem. Fanon, an Argentine or a Mexican is gonna walk Haney down. He said, "Do you need a maid to wipe that floor?" Oh, with the blood of my enemies. Gaslit your tone. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. Don't gaslight my tone. You can express your opinion as long as you do it quietly on your own channel. The Righteous Mover said, "I'm just not that in a rush to see another Haney fight." Yeah, you know. Oh yeah, this was up, Monica. Ha! Yeah. Haney has snappy power, and all cereal is not the same. You sound crazy. And all cereal is not the same. Dude, Dezo, why isn't he knocking anybody? Why did he knock out the guy then? The guy is 126 pounder, bro. He's 126 pounder. And he hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. And he never hurt him. He hit him with everything. Okay? He hit him with rights. He hit him with uppercuts. He hit him with body shots. He laid into, he worked the body, was going at his body. Come on, man. The man said he doesn't have any pop. What you want me to say? The guy that was in there was like, nah, he doesn't have any pop. He can't punch. That's what he said. But you guys want to live in La La Land, man. Go ahead and live in La La Land, dog. You know what I'm saying? Or hope he moves up in weight, because at least you can say something like that. Hey, Jesse, much love in that super chat, brother. Said, hey, Fanon, why do you keep saying Gervonta is only good at 135? Sure, if he moved to 140, 147, he might not be as fierce, but he'd still be too good because he's so short. Because he's so short. That's why I think I think he needs to stay at 135. He's too small for 140. Those guys are a lot taller, a lot longer, a lot bigger. I don't think he needs, and I didn't say he's only good at it. He beat Barrios at 140, but he needs to stay away from that, man. No joke. He needs to stay away from him, man. I think he knows it. It's like, nah, those guys are too big, man. Gervonta Davis like 5'5", 5'5", 100. He shouldn't be. He's 5'5", 140. Like, he should probably be walking around at 145 pounds. He's just not a very big guy, bro. Dante Lopez said, how is Haney's chin better? He got wobbled by Linares and hasn't fought anyone on Canelo's level. Look, man, here's the thing, man. I don't know where y'all getting. Dude, look, man. All right, Devin Haney is a extremely skilled boxer. Extremely skilled boxer. That punching power is questionable. The chin, I think he showed a good chin. Because he got hit very, very flush by Jojo Diaz. Very, very flush. And he shook it off and he kept fighting. He kept coming forward. So I don't think he doesn't have a glass jaw. Put it that way. He does not have a glass jaw, bro. That's what I'll say about Devin. He does not have a glass jaw. Let me roll down here to the super chat, man. Thank you guys for that support, man. King Jude in that building, bro. Much love, sir. Much love in that super chat. He said, just saying, bro, skillful boxer have always dominated power punchers throughout history. Don't know why all of a sudden power is the most important quality. Honestly, man, at a certain point in time, I don't know I think you got to have a little bit of both, man. I think you got to have a little bit of both. Where he's going, he needs to have a little bit of both. Yeah, he needs to have a little bit of both. But much love in that super chat, and good point. The same size as Pac-Man, yeah, without the steroids. Yeah, without the steroids. Tank 5'5", nah, he better at lightweight, bro. He's better at lightweight. Yeah, without that, he's not juicing like that. And he doesn't fight like him. He's not somebody with a he doesn't use all that speed in and out, herky jerky. He's a different fighter. And that's just my opinion. I would say no, stay away. And he's not, if he wants to fight some leftover welterweights, okay. But, I wouldn't say that that's the best. I wouldn't say that's the best situation for him. I'd say, why not fight at 135 pounds where you don't have to face size disadvantages? That's what I would say. Hey, man, look, man, we got 480 people in the building, 240 likes, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Said, yes, Tank only shot to beat Devin is KO, and I don't see that happen. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you right now, he's beating Devin. He's going to beat Devin. My opinion, he beats Devin. Let me tell you who that was not in that ring yesterday. That was not Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. And those counter shots, he's going to get countered. Jojo Diaz didn't have the skill set to counter Devin Haney. Devin is going to get countered by Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is about 3 levels above Jojo Diaz. 3 levels above Jojo Diaz. That Jojo Diaz is a plodding, come forward fighter. Gervonta Davis will fight on the back foot and will not allow Devin Haney to land them jabs. I don't think he beats Gervonta Davis. It could be a good fight, and I may be wrong. Let me always put that out there. I may be wrong, but Gervonta Davis is not that. He's not that type of fighter. That is not Gervonta Davis that you just saw. Gervonta's not coming behind the high guard, getting punched on the gloves and eating body shots. It's not going to happen. And eventually, Devin Haney's going to get countered, and he's going to get countered very, very hard. Because Gervonta Davis is an excellent counterpuncher with excellent hand speed and is just a totally different level fighter than Jojo Diaz. In my opinion, Jojo Diaz is probably gone in like 7 rounds with Gervonta Davis. You got to understand, man, that dude Gervonta Davis will fight you on the outside. He has the ability to make Devin Haney come to him. But we'll never know because they're never going to fight. So that's a case of just what I think because we'll never know. And if you think somebody say, oh, you tripping, you're fanboying. You're fanboying. Okay. Big Shaq the God said Devin wants no part of Tank. Overhand right. Good night. Much love in that super chat. Telling you, bro, don't base that what you think about him off of Jojo Diaz. It's just no style. You know what I mean? That's a different. But we're not gonna get to see the fight, bro. You should have seen Mauricio's face when Blue Bud was interviewing him. I didn't see it. Did not see it. What he get in his face about the franchise belt, bro. Matrix said Devin's got pillow hands. I mean, he got something coming on. He got something over there, though. I agree, Fanon. Haney isn't ready for Tank just because Devin leaves his right hand low. Joe saw that. Tank will see that, and that's not good. Definitely not good. Much love in that super chat, bro. But I'm telling you, dude, I could be wrong, man. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I will admit that. I'll admit that freely. I don't think anybody's going to destroy Devin Haney unless it's just, and I think that the only problem is that he does not have a lot of punching power, bro. He just doesn't, it's just not there. He's not hurting people with shots, bro. Like he got like Montana Love. Montana Love was fighting a lower level guy, but man, that dude came in and Montana Love caught him coming in, caught him with something heavy, caught him with something clean, just tough. But the other argument is that, asked him about, dang, why are you disrespecting the man like that? About the franchise belt, I mean, that's just a ridiculous situation, bro. He couldn't answer how many undisputed champions there were. What was he quizzing? Is it a quiz or something? Is he quizzing them? Terry Shmoo, that's tearing out with me, man. Narch, Arch Limit, man, link share, man. Yo, look, we got 539 people in the building. We got less than 300 likes, man. Would you guys mind? It really does help the channel. Hit that like button for me, man. Kelly's Too Slim said Jojo is not a bum, Fanon. I didn't say he was a bum. I never said Jojo Diaz was a bum. I didn't say he's a bum. What I said was this: he needs to be able to get guys like that out of there. He's moving up from 3 weight classes down. And he's right there. He was there to be hit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Fanon says somebody said Haney should go to Krug Gym or over there to I'm not sleeping on JoJo's IQ. What do you, man? Look, dude, I'm not. He is a 126 pounder that is a come forward fighter that is there to mix it up. If you are like that, you can stand in the pocket, slip punches, and get him out of there. Jojo Diaz is a smart fighter, but he is not impregnable. Okay, I'm sorry, he's not. He is not. His defense is not impregnable. He is not somebody that you do not have a chance to get out of there. If you get him in a fight, you can make him fight. You should be able to get him out of there at that size. All right, with the massive size advantage that Devin Haney had. That's what in order to be somebody that I would think is like a Jaron Ennis or a Terrence Crawford or somebody like that, bro. That's what I mean by that. Terrence Crawford gets that type of level of that guy out of there. Out of there. Okay? If Terrence Crawford is at 130, if Jojo Diaz, like fighter, is in there with Terrence Crawford's going to get him out of there. That's why the dude's the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Okay? Or he's going to put such a beating on the dude that the towel gets thrown in. That's what I'm saying is missing. He ain't putting a beating on nobody. He's not putting a beating on the guy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, but Devin Haney is a Hall of Famer. Hey man, you listen to him telling it. Oh, Octavius is back. Now, Octavius, will you please understand why I said what I said to you? Please talk to me about things that I say, not fantasy things that you heard somewhere else. He's never been dropped. Some fighters are tough to drop. Plus, Haney has stated that he was working hard to make 135, which doesn't help your power either. I clearly believe that. What about Linares? Octavius? What about Jorge Linares? Jorge Linares was knocked out by Vasily Lomachenko. What about Jorge Linares? What about Yuriokas Gamboa, who was knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis? Knocked out at 135 by Terrence Crawford. What about those two? Are they hard to knock out? Are they hard to drop? Jorge Linares has been knocked out like 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. If not, more than that. I think he's been knocked out 4 times. And I'm pretty sure he was knocked out like a fight or 2 before he fought Devin Haney. Let me look. What about them? What about them? Let me see. This is why y'all say I hate on fighters. This is not hating on fighters, but I will debate you on things like Devin Haney having a lot of power, bro. All right, so Jorge Linares was his last fight, right? He was 47-5. And he was knocked out. He had knocked out in 2 of his last 5 fights. He had been knocked out by Vasily Lomachenko, and he had been knocked out by Pablo Cesar Cano. Okay? Now when he doesn't get this guy, Octavius, what about those guys? Are they just extra special tough? Jesse in that super chat, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. He said Terrence Crawford versus Canelo steak. But Terrence is taking drugs to even the play. Oh, Terrence. If he's the same size and they both doping, Terrence Crawford will beat Canelo. Absolutely. Terrence Crawford will beat Canelo. Perfect. Will definitely beat Canelo. Dude, Terrence Crawford's a better fighter than Canelo. He's a more skilled fighter. He's a more skilled, more talented fighter than Canelo. In my humble opinion. In my humble opinion. Hey, say Diaz said, you speaking facts, Fanon. Jojo said he can't hurt me when he's in the corner. Exactly. Detroit said Devin doesn't have a lot of power, but he ain't pillow fisted. Y'all just be yapping, no logic. No, I ain't saying now. I didn't say he's pillow fisted. He's obviously got enough crack to cause people problems. But all I'm saying is he ain't wobbling out of there. Where you go, Octavius? Where you go, bro? I need to know, man. Yeah, I got Devin Haney beating George Kambosos. He gonna beat George Kambosos off defense. Off defense and counterpunching. George Kambosos ain't no killer. George Kambosos' ego is going to his head, bro. He need to take his ass home. Hey, man, look, we got 580 people in the building, 327 likes, man. Come on, y'all, do me a favor and get them likes. Get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Haney is really tough. Calm down and calm down. Yeah, he's a tough fighter. I like Devin Haney as a person. I do. I like Devin Haney as a person, bro. Jay Booman said, if he had no crack, they wouldn't be on the back foot. Jojo was backing up in the high guard all night. Nah, he's coming forward in the high guard all night. And if he had no pop, they wouldn't be necessary. Look, man, when people are talking about pop, they mean the ability to hurt you, wobble you, and get you out of there. All right? People are going to play defense. If Jojo Diaz put his hands behind his back and let Devin Haney crack him in the jaw, he could knock him out. Okay? All right? Let me get this clear. If Jojo Diaz absolutely puts his hand behind his back and sticks his chin out, does a Ricardo Mayorga, then he's going to get knocked out. Because Devin Haney, if he loads up on you, can knock you out for sure. You know what I'm saying? The question is, on a jab, does your jab hurt him? Does a jab hurt you? Does his straight right, when it lands, does it hurt you? Right? So let's look at some people that got some pop. Deontay Wilder has pop. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Gervonta Davis has pop. Like, boom, oh Lord, he's out of there. Gervonta Davis will knock you out with one cleanly placed uppercut. So guys will be extra fearful of that uppercut, right? And knocking out guys, all kind of guys, with an uppercut, one single shot. That's what they mean. When we're saying Devin Haney doesn't have a lot of pop, that means he can hit you a lot and he's not gonna knock you out. You don't have to really worry about his power, right? Like, it's not an overriding dangerous thing. But when he says that Gary Russell Jr. has more pop than you, that was somebody who was hitting him down 2 weight classes below. You know what I mean? Dezo, but I really didn't appreciate. I'm here. I'm not in my feelings. What's on your mind? Nah, dude, you heard me then. Ask the question. What about, you said, the Octavius, you said that some people can't knock out Jojo Diaz. So I said, what about Linares and what about Yuriorkis Gamboa? The reason I'm saying it's like, dude, you probably need to move up and weight is because he could not knock out Gervonta. He hit Linares with everything. He hit Yuriorkis Gamboa with everything. Everything. Hit him with uppercuts, hit him with straight rights, overhand rights, all kind of stuff. Neither one of those guys got knocked out, and they both had been knocked out in their last couple fights and had been knocked out multiple times in their career. So, Linares is not some guy with a major chin, and neither is Yuriorkis Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. I was responding. That's what I meant. Why did he knock those guys out? What is ego tripping? Who cares about Linares? Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you are. Errol Spence got something to make you worry, even though he don't knock out everybody. It's like, yeah, he's very strong. He can crack. Fanon, Loma beats Tank and Haney, maybe. We'll see. We got him coming up in a week, bro. You spamming the chat, homie. I'm about to get you up out of here, man. Fahim Sator said, and Lennar already been knocked out 5 times. Yeah, man. You heard what was a good fight. It was a one-sided fight. Last night, that was a one-sided fight. It had a couple seconds of action, but the only time that there was any action was when Devin Haney was trying to come forward and trying to stop him. That's the only time that I thought that there was any real competition in that fight. Jojo Diaz, he could have just outboxed Jojo Diaz and moved on. Now, I'm going to tell you, I thought he got away with that jab. Like, I thought he got away with stiff arming a little bit, Devin Haney, by holding that jab out there like that. Hey, man, look, man, we got 600 people in the building. Can we get them likes over? Can we please get the likes over 500, man? Hit the like, man. It's really important, bro. Hawks are the ace. You keep putting that in that chat, bro. That's kind of annoying, homie. A matter of fact, bro, I got to put you on timeout, Holmes. Yeah, you got to stop that, Holmes. I got that. All right. Thank you. Yeah, Vinny Shelby said, for now with that KC Kings, you know it. You know it. Absolutely, I got the Kansas City. My third favorite city, man, that I've lived in. I like Kansas City, man. Kansas City got good people, real good people, man. He said Jojo was holding that shit out of Haney. For now, I don't know what you mean. Was holding the shit out of Haney? No. If anybody was holding, it was Haney. No. If anybody was holding in that fight, that was Devin Haney holding in that fight. Heck no. Every time he came in, grabbed him, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Went head to head with him, grabbed him, held him till he got some distance. Every time, bro. Heck no. Dog, go rewatch that. Devin Haney tied him up on the inside consistently to keep him from working on the inside. Something he's supposed to do. I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but nah, dude. If anybody was holding, it was Devin Haney, bro. But he did it in a smart way. He did it in a smart way. Absolutely, because he kept him from fighting on the inside. Yeah, I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have done that. I'm not saying he shouldn't have done that. I think that would be a good fight right there. Dapper Douglas said Robert Easter Jr. and Haney at 140 if he doesn't get undisputed. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't getting that. George Kambosos can blow all the smoke he wants, bro. Why would they do that? He's already under. I'm telling you, man. But keep on doing it. I hear what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Go ahead and do what you're doing. But I'm gonna call it what it is. What you're doing is you are being a media agent for Devin Haney. Much love in that super chat. Said big Haney fan, but JoJo's power too much. Tank stopping him. Yeah, it is what it is, man. He's a smart fighter, but he just, I just don't think he's got that. He just don't got that extra. He ain't got that extra bunch. He ain't got that extra bunch. Dion said, for nine, you the most unbiased channel out here, man. Thank you, man. The most unbiased. Even though I got to tell you, sometimes I think maybe you Terrence Crawford guys, may have a point, bro. Because I do like Errol Spence, and I ain't going to ever say I think Terrence Crawford's going to beat him because I'm riding with my guy on Errol Spence. But everything else I say about him, dude, I like him. Especially when we talking about that money and him needing to take that. He needing to try to make that fight, bro. Okay? Dog, Terrence Crawford needs to try to make that fight, get off that ego cloud he on, bro. No doubt. Hey, what's going on? Malcolm Allen in the building. For now with the facts. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, man. And also, man, come on, man. Let's get the likes over 500, man. As you come into the door, man, hit the like, man. As you come into the door, hit the like. And I'm growing my beard back for a couple days, man, because my face was getting really, really irritated. So if you see the beard, understand that I am taking showers and all that stuff. I'm not being raggedy. But, this shit started to really irritate my skin, man, shaving all the time, bro. He said, you can't have this either, boo. Dang, hey. Look out for Special Agent Haney. Much love. That is hilarious. You know what it is. Y'all out here Y'all out here trying to sell. Y'all out here trying to sell Haney is what you're trying to do. Y'all out here trying to sell him, boy. I ain't selling nobody, bro. I ain't selling them, man. Not that hard, bro. But they ain't gonna like this video I gotta do today. I know that. Them Devin and Haney fans, bro. Hey, man. I can get a man credit, but it is what it is, bro. You heard what Jojo said, bro. For who hits harder, Haney or Kambosos? Probably Haney. Probably Haney. George Kambosos ain't cracking like that either. He just caught Teofimo Lopez. If you let Devin Haney, if you come running in on Devin Haney and he hit you with that overhand right like that, flush, he knock you down too. You know what I'm saying? He knock you down too. What love it or hate it in the building? What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Alex Nieves. Hold on one second. Alex Nieves said the hierarchy will be figured out once these fighters fight each other. Yeah, they're never fighting each other. You can write that off. That's all. They're not fighting each other. They all want to be superstars. George Kambosos is turning into a prima donna. Yes, now we can talk. Now we can talk. Like, man, you get out of here, bro. Take your ass back to Australia. You fought last week. Take your ass back, man. Get your ass off the camera, man. All that, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. You know what I'm saying? I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm in the gym. No, you're not in the gym. Where you are is running on a treadmill giving a million interviews, bro. How about you go back to Australia and go see your kids? Acting like something's keeping him here, man. Like, get your ass up out of here, man. You know what I mean? Go home. How about that? How about you go home, bro? Go home, man. Man, if he flies to Las Vegas and is at that tank fight, I'm gonna laugh, bro. Corey Silva said there is no way Haney beats Kambosos. Absolutely not. Kambosos is no Jojo Diaz. Kambosos hits way harder and connects much more. Jojo looked horrible last night and they're about 1-1, homie. I'm going to tell you right now. Jojo Diaz and George Kambosos are about what and what? What number one and what number two? What and what? Okay? Get out of here, bro. I ain't giving nobody he has one win. He beat Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko. From what I see, dog, he's an overhand right. He has an overhand right, and Teofimo Lopez looked like garbage. He's got to have to do that again for me to believe that, bro. I think a lot of people could have beat Teofimo Lopez that night. And there is a chance that Teofimo Lopez is overrated, homie. Because your boy Vasily Lomachenko was definitely sending his head swiveling, clack, 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 for at least 4 or 5 rounds of going at him. You know, so I don't know, man. He said, a kick sign social said, not on the Haney hype train, and there ain't much of one, bro. They trying really hard, bro. And that hype train is going nowhere. I'm telling you, that is not a major hype train right there, bro. Hey, look, man, let's get 617 people in the building, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button for your boy. I'd greatly appreciate it, man. Can't blame him for capitalizing off the moment. Nah, I can't, but he can go home now. He capitalized. All right. He can give media, he can do interviews from Australia. You ain't got to be at the fight, man. All kind of people will interview you. You'll be getting interviews every 5 seconds. Retro Rob TV said, if Haney give Tank the same openings, he's finished. What you think about Gary Antoine Russell? Kambosos is an easier fight for Dev? Yeah, absolutely. Dude, Kambosos ain't beating Gary Antoine Russell. Much love in that super chat. Exactly. I mean, let me tell you, I'll put this way. I got to see. I'm just not going to buy on Kambosos that quickly. All right? Guy came out of nowhere, bro. You know what I mean? The guy came out of nowhere. Oh, say Aki is basically his publicist, as is they. I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. He support if Bill Haney supports your channel, they're gonna support him. You know, they still good dudes, whatever. It is what it is, though. You know what it is. It's just what it is, man. Cats, they're media outlets. And like a bunch of media outlets work with boxes. How many media outlets troll for or sell you anything for Lomachenko, right? They got UK outlets that'll do that. Do all that type of stuff for Anthony Joshua. You know, man, let them dudes get their money. Because more than likely, they probably getting something for it. But Robert Jaramillo said, my man Fanon the Great, Loma is sneaking up, my friend. Just wait and see. I'm telling you, he is. Much love in that super chat. I believe he is. Absolutely believe he is. And they gonna be lunching on that boy. I'm telling you. Minor setback for a major comeback, bro. Jose Servino Jr. Much love. He said Kambosos is suffering from the franchise curse. Much love, man. Yeah, dude. Go ass home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, said much calmer show. You can't have this either, boo. What are you talking about? Much calmer show. I'll snap on somebody every once in a while. It's fun. What's going on, LVZ NBA Talk? What's going on with your brother? How you feeling, man? How you feeling, man? Devin is elite boxer, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Ganon sounding like a straight hater, always. Because what do I need to say? Here you go. Devin Haney will dominate Terrence Crawford. Devin Haney will dominate, he'll dominate George Kambosos. Oh man, he's one of the top. He's the top fighter. He's the number one lightweight. Like, I mean, what you want me to tell you, man? He's a very, very good fighter. I'm calling it like I see it. He's a very, very good fighter. I think he won that fight going away. I think he'll beat George Kambosos. But I'm a hater if I don't say that he's going to do what? What do I need to say in order to not be a hater? Seriously. Like, how many credits do I got to give somebody? I literally got to say, like, I could be like, man, I really like that BMW, but the gas mileage is it sucks, bro. And on top of it, it has to keep going back to, I heard it has to keep going back to shot. You're a BMW hater, bro. You're a BMW hater, bro, if you don't love it. You don't love it like I love it. You don't really want it like I want it. That's what you don't really want him like, you don't really want Devin like I want Devin. Exactly. I don't. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, y'all are wild, bro. Seriously, man, he's a good fighter, bro. But I want to see him beat somebody up and knock him out, bro. That's what I'd like to see out of Devin. And he may be the best at 135, but we'll never know because he is what you call not a draw. And they're not going to fight him. And I do not believe George Kambosos is going to fight him. And we can push for it, and you can call me a hater, but he's got that Terrence Crawford in him, okay? It's just the media ain't pushing him, and he's over there on the zone. So I don't even know how many people watch the fight, bro. And let me tell you something. I do fights on a regular. I watch fights on a regular basis. I know who there's buzz for, and I know who there's really not buzz for. And Devin Haney, there's not a lot of buzz for Devin Haney. So I'm not really sure what is going to motivate these guys into fighting them. You got, what's his name? Dana McWhite says, where does Ryan Garcia fit in the 135 division? Much love in that super chat. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I got to see him come back. But near the top, top 5, something like that. Man, do you see Chris Mannix? Dude, Chris Mannix, this guy is such a jackass. Now, you kind of know a hater, bro. How in the world can Chris Mannix get out of his mouth that Gervonta Tank Davis should be ranked below Ryan Garcia at 135 pounds? They actually put this dude's opinion on TV. What about Ryan Garcia has done literally nothing. Literally nothing at all. And they've got him at the number 4 lightweight, and with Gervonta Davis as the number 5 lightweight. You are an idiot, Chris Mannix, and you know it. Chris Mannix don't even take himself seriously. That's kind of where he is, man. Like somewhere in the top 10. And he's a good fighter, but we'll see. Hey, hold on one second. I don't want to miss Robert because I'm pretty sure that I did. That dude there, Robert Jaramillo, much love in that super chat, said, Fanon, what do you think of her calling out Charlo for Andrade? Not a lot of it. Not a lot. Almost not a lot. Almost nothing. is what I think of it. Why can't you get him a Gennady Golovkin fight, man? Why can't you get Demetrius Andrade versus a unification fight with Gennady Golovkin? Why can't you get him the winner of Murata? Why is Murata fighting Gennady Golovkin and not your boy Andrade? That's what I think about him. I think he's full of it. And he has no intention on giving Demetrius Andrade any access to any of his fighters. So it seems a little bit hypocritical when you got your own fighters over here on DAZN not fighting him, but you want to call out somebody on another network to do what? Come over to your network and give you a fight when you can't get an in-house fight done. That's what I think. I think he's full of nonsense, and he's talking junk is what I think. Jonathan Simon, what's going on? Say, Fanon, you always brought perspective, not hate. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I should stop, but you call me a hater, I should probably block you from now on and just get you out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no buzz. A Dapper Douglas said there's no buzz at all for Haney. Such a shame. He might need ringmaster getting in the competition face and making more noise. I don't know. I'm freestyling. He needed to not sign with Devin. He shouldn't have signed with Eddie Hearn. Dude, he's doing street level promoting. Street level promoting has gotten him. He's made inroads into black YouTube boxing. He's made a big name in black YouTube boxing, and that is the deal. That is the doing of Devin Haney and Bill Haney. But Eddie Hearn has done absolutely nothing. Nothing. Lawrence Johnson said clear bias, just like the crowd at the fight last night. What are you talking about, Lawrence Johnson? What's the clear bias? I fucking hate you guys. I'm telling you, man, I can't stand that fucking bias shit. And you may not be talking about me. I don't know if you're talking about me or not. But I'll tell you, man, you guys that talk about bias, you guys never make rational arguments about why the person's wrong. You just jump to name calling. Like, oh, you're just biased. I mean, it's this. Do you not have anything to say of any, like, do you have anything to say about like what your opinion is? You just want to immediately call somebody a name. It makes you seem like an idiot to me. Seriously. Hey, Mom, I'm in my show. All right, love you. Bye. The clear bias to the crowd. I mean, it's just, come on, man. When y'all call people biased, it's like you're saying, you don't like my guy. You don't like my guy. You don't agree with me. Anyway, that whole bias shit I can't stand it, bro. I'm telling you, I don't like that word, man. He said, you damn right, Fanon, it's about time. It's like, man, y'all just come on with that shit, bro. Like, anytime somebody doesn't agree with you, you just say they're biased. Like, you just you sound like a 12-year-old, man. Anyway, Jose M. Servino Jr. said, hey, much love, Jose, in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much. Said Haney is good, but he ain't no pound for pound fighter. Stadium was halfway empty. Shakur beats him if he moves up. Look, man, I'm just telling you, that's what the problem is Bill Haney's done an excellent job promoting him in black YouTube. And that is it. Eddie Hearn has not promoted the man. Eddie Hearn is not, because how can nobody watches him, man? Didn't nobody see that fight last night? I mean, very, very seriously, bro. And I know how to keep track of it, because you can look at when people do their live streams. When you see 1,000 people, when you see people doing live streams for a fight that are basically the same size as the live streams that they do in the morning, you know that there's not a lot of interest, there's not a lot of buzz for the fight. And dude, I'm telling you, that's pretty exactly what what's his name? Leonard Ellerby was saying. He's like, look, man, we want to make big fights. And some of these guys that you think are big name fighters, bro, we know the numbers on these guys. They're not big name fighters. They're not. You're trying to make them seem like they're a big name fighter. They talk a lot on social media, but that doesn't make you a big fighter. And you could just tell in that fight, man, it was like there was very, very little energy in the building. There was almost no cheers for Devin Haney in the building. And this is a card that Devin Haney is highlighting, is headlining in LA. Well, maybe it's because it's in LA, or no, it's Vegas. It's in Vegas in his own hometown. But they probably had more fans come in there to see Jojo Diaz than Devin Haney. And you telling me these guys that you're telling me that he's going to be the guy that George Kambosos, that Luda Bella is going to let fight George Kambosos? It's not going to happen. And you can call me a hater or you want, but dude, it is what it is, bro. Creole God in the building, bro. That's not me hating. It's just me telling you the truth. You know, and I'm telling you, it's like, man, y'all just want me to lie. If you want me to lie to you, I'm not going to lie to you. Creole God 85 said, Fanon, did you check out the fight in the UK? I missed the light heavyweight rematch. I saw the highlight. You talking about Anthony Yard beating whoever that dude was? Yeah, he got him up out of there, bro. That guy was getting hit and did not punch back for like 20 punches, you know, and got him out of there, man, pretty quick, bro. Robert Yaramio in that super chat, bro. Thank you, brother. He said, you know, Fanon, I rarely pay attention to the Floyd Canelo crap, but Floyd calling Canelo going to cruiser, but look at what he doing with Tank. Come on. Hey, man, you got a good point. You got a good point. You know, you got a good point. But yeah, got a good point. No joke, you got a good point. Solid point. Can't refute that. Absolutely. Octavius in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you, sir. Said the Octavius said the zone is all wrong for Haney. He will not get the big fights. Ellerby already stated yesterday the fight last night only sold 4,000 tickets in a 15,000 seat venue. Exactly. Like, dog, that's why there's a franchise belt, bro. And you can't, it's just what it is. It's not going to happen for that kid, bro. Much love for the super chat, man. He should have signed with the PBC. It's just what it is. He took the money. He took the money over the real promotion. Because social media, I'm telling you, man, it's not like that. The reach is not like that. The reach may be to 100,000 people. 200,000. The reach may be 100,000, 200,000 people. It's not the type of reach that you get with when somebody can actually see you fight on a network like Showtime. They would be better having Steven Espinoza setting fights for him, doing that type of stuff on Showtime. That's where Devin Haney should be, on Showtime and not on the zone. It's just not going to do anything for him, bro. And when you have numbers like that, dude, if you sell 4,000 tickets in a 15,000 seat arena, dude, and I'm telling you, man, I do YouTube videos, bro. Numbers are important to me. I barely want to do a Devin Haney video because there's very little interest in it. I'm telling you, very little interest in it. He's not a big topic, bro. Jamar Stafford in that super chat, bro. Much love, man. He said, Haney got booed after the fight. I was shook. Vegas. Telling you, man, he need to be over there with Floyd. Dana McWhite said they need to lower pay-per-view prices. Nobody's breaking 200 pay-per-view buys. Dude, dang near everybody over there at Showtime is beating them. Is beating 200,000 pay-per-views. Much love in the super chat. But look, almost everybody over there is breaking it. Gervonta Davis is breaking 200,000. Arrow's breaking 300,000. Canelo broke 600,000. They said 800,000, but who knows? He's broke what they said 800,000. Manny Pacquiao with a replacement still did 290,000 with a replacement opponent. That definitely lost a lot of buys when Errol Spence Jr. wasn't there. So but it would be nice if they lowered the price. But on the real, I don't know if lowering the price is going to do anything. Because the same people that are paying $75, if you're not paying $75, I doubt that there are people that are going to pay $25. You may get the same number of buys at $25 as you get at $75. Really? Because a whole lot of people don't want to, a lot of these guys ain't paying nothing for a fight. They're gonna stream it illegally. DAZN has gotten better at shutting down those illegal streams, though. I will tell you that. It's getting more difficult to find a good stream. So maybe they'll solve that problem eventually. Hey, Jose M. Saravino Jr. said, I agree. The Haneys play a lot to hip-hop media. Let's love that super chat. Yeah, bro. Like, said they're inflating numbers. They could be. They could be inflating the numbers. I don't doubt that because I can't argue with that because I don't see the numbers. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this: they keep doing them, and if they were not meeting their totals and what they want to do with those pay-per-views, they wouldn't keep having them. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like over there on the PBC, I really do believe that, dude, what they're trying to do is all they're trying to do is offset the cost of the fight. That's what they're trying to do because they're going to re-air the show on Showtime. You know what I mean? And you got, number one, you got to have Showtime. You have to have Showtime. Most of the times, I believe, unless until now you can get it on YouTube, you got to have Showtime to buy the pay-per-view. But if you have Showtime and you buy the pay-per-view, they still are going to air that fight on Showtime and get a lot of views for when the fight actually on regular Showtime. And they will do that, and they will do the pay-per-view so that they can pay the guys more money and offset their budget. I don't think that they're aiming to try to make $100 million fights with every pay-per-view. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, a rent party or something. You know what a rent party is? Whether you can't pay your rent, so you turn the music on and bring people, buy some alcohol and charge people, $10, charge 100 people $10 to have a party, right? And you and then they take all the money and they pay their rent with it. That seems kind of like what it is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Lawrence Johnson said PBC on fire. That's what's up. Hold on one second, man. Because I think I may have missed. Yeah, Dante Phillips in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support, brother. Thank you, said greetings, Fanon. How do you feel? Who do you feel is the best lightweight in the division? Honestly, I think Vasily Lomachenko is probably the best lightweight in the division. Probably Vasily Lomachenko for the next year. I think probably Vasily Lomachenko. After that, I think Tank. After that, Devin Haney. I would put it like that. And I know that a lot of people ain't gonna like that, but right this second, I might say Vasily Lomachenko, Tank, Devin Haney, in that order. After that, I might still say Teofimo Lopez, bro. Yeah, Tank never broke 300,000. Yeah, but he don't need to. Do 300,000 pay-per-views and you're getting that money is going towards his guarantee. He's making $5-6 million a fight. Let me tell you how much extra revenue that is real quick. Extra revenue. So he's $79.99, just so $80. I believe that's what they charge. $80 times 300 times 250K. That's $20 million, bro. That's $20 million. If he sells 250,000 at 80, dude, you're making $20 million, bro. That's $20 million in revenue. That's a lot of money. It's $20 million plus the gate, which may be another $8 million. So it means he's got like a $28 million fight. Tank's going to come home with $9 million. And that's besides the guarantee, the money that's invested by Showtime. Because Showtime's not trying to profit on pay-per-views. What they're trying to do is they are a subscription-based channel. So what they want is they want Showtime subscriptions. They want people watching Showtime shows. They're not in it for the pay-per-view revenue. The fighters are in it for the pay-per-view revenue. So when they can set up that pay-per-view, and as long as they can get if they can get $20 million, extra $28 million towards paying for the fighters, towards paying for the promotion, that means that money's not coming out of their budget, and Steven Espinoza doesn't have to worry about getting fired by his higher-ups that say, hey, look, how many people are watching these fights you got? Telling you, man, it's a business as a business proposition. The pay-per-views makes sense for Showtime. You know, because they don't have as big a promotional costs. Their promotional costs don't look ridiculous. Don't look ridiculous. Corey McGowan in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for the support. And also, before I read that, man, look, man, can we get the likes over 600, man? We got 675 people in the building. Hit that like button, man. Hit the subscribe button if you wouldn't mind, man. Please hit the like button. It really does help me out a lot. It would be greatly appreciated. Please hit the like button. My man Corey McGowan said, damn, DAZN got all the belts in that division. No, they don't. He's not, what's his name is not with DAZN. What's his face? Kambosos is not a DAZN fighter. And I'm telling you, they do not care. Do not care about Devin Haney's belt. I don't believe that they do. Hype Job Chanko. Hey, Hype Job Chanko ain't no hype job no more. I'm telling you. He used to be a hype job. He ain't a hype job no more. You know what he is now? He is a hungry fighter that fell off a pedestal that has a shitload of skills and can most definitely fight. Remember I said that. He ain't no hype job no more. He's somebody that's got something to prove. And you saw that work he put on Nakatani. If he puts that work on Richard Comey, you understand? He puts that work on Richard Comey. Remember, I'm telling you, that man right there can fight. He's underrated now. He went from being overrated to very underrated. I'm telling you, man, you know what he's like? He's like a very expensive, nice car that got a dent in it. Like, oh man, that's got a dent. He got a dented fender. They don't have fenders anymore, but he's got a dent on the front of the car. Take that shit to the shop. Change. It'll never be new again. But guess what? That ride, don't lunch on that ride. You know what I'm saying? Fanon, do you know Loma's highest pay-per-view? He's never had a pay-per-view. Much love in that super chat. 0. Lomachenko has never been on pay-per-view. Never, ever, ever, ever. Top Rank don't do pay-per-views, bro. Top Rank's deal is that they got a budget from ESPN. And they get that money, that budget from ESPN, and Bob Arum is getting the difference of the budget and their promotional costs plus what they pay the fighter. And that's how much Bob Arum makes. Which is why he don't want to pay anybody a lot of money. Blake Irvin in that super chat, brother. Man, y'all hit that like button for me. He said Kambosos was there for free promo on DAZN. He only gets Tank if he fights in Vegas. If he's strict on Australia, then Haney gets to fight. Yeah, but watch this, bro. Luda Bella is a promoter, man. Okay? Luda Bella is his promoter. And I'm telling you, Luda Bella is saying, look, yeah, he's Australian. He wants to fight in Australia, but this is prize fighting. When they sit George Kambosos down and they say, you're going to make this much money. Now, if Tank don't want to fight him, that's something else. Because Tank might not care, right? Assuming Tank cares about the fight, which he very well may not. He may say, I don't care about the fight at all. Very, very possible, right? That he just doesn't care about the fight. But if he does care about the fight, they're going to sit down and they're going to talk about the money that can be made fighting Gervonta Tank Davis on pay-per-view, or the money that you're going to make fighting in Australia. I don't want to do the fight in Australia. See that? Because he's got a promoter. But we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll see how it goes. Let me check the likes, man. Come on, man. Y'all get them like. Come on, y'all mind getting likes over 600, bro? I would greatly appreciate it, man. Prince Majestic too. Oh, that's for 50 bands. I got to go slow so I don't miss the super chat. Any of the blue super chats. Robert Jaramillo in the building said, is Luda Bella that mafia guy? I don't think so. Much love in the super chat. Nah, man. Luda Bella, I think you're talking about that MTK Global guy, the Irish guy, Daniel Kinahan is, I think, who you're talking about. Nah, Luda Bella is the former, he used to run HBO Boxing. And he's a promoter, and he has a company called Luda Bella, DeBella Entertainment. He's the promoter for He's the promoter for for Comey. He's the promoter for Kambosos, for them. Justin the Alpha said Devin Haney is king. Okay, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Dezo 330 said, but Floyd would tuck and roll with the punches. Haney just stands there holding the phone, and that's how you get slept. I mean, he'll roll with it. He's a good fighter, bro. He just gave Fury hundreds of millions. No, he didn't. Tyson Fury is on pay-per-view. He was on pay-per-view. Fox pay-per-view. Against Deontay Wilder, a PBC fighter. He didn't give him that money because he wasn't getting paid like that in those fights that were not Deontay Wilder fights. That was pay-per-view. But that was Deontay Wilder. That was a Deontay Wilder pay-per-view. I'm telling you, and you're not going to see him back on pay-per-view either. That's the end. Unless. Anyway, Dante Phillips said, I respect your list. I'm going to go with Tank number 1. His boxing skills are totally underrated. Yeah, he is a very underrated fighter, I believe, bro. What's going on? Xavier Martinez in the building, man. Hold on one second, man. Let me check these likes, man. Would y'all mind? We got almost 700 people in the building, 578 likes, man. Make sure y'all get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get the likes up for me, please. Justin the Alpha said, without Wilder, Tyson Fury numbers will drop a lot. Yeah. Because it's not Wilder. It's not going to be a big fight. None of his fights are going to be big. Unless maybe he gets the Anthony Joshua fight, that fight could probably be big. And he's really smart to try to get Anthony Joshua to step aside, but they ain't got $40 million for that. But yeah, maybe them Saudi Arabia fights, he may get that money like that. Blake Urban said, you guys have to understand Tank is ranked in one sanctioning body. I like Floyd trying to break down the racism and corruptness of boxing. Sportsurge.net for streaming. Respect the plug. I hate the zone. PBC all day. Floyd versus the sanctioned bodies. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much for your support, Blake. That means a lot. Huge, huge, huge. Y'all hit that like button real quick, man. Fury's contract was $100 million. No, it was not. Allen, look, let me tell you, Allen. Please don't come around here acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? It was Tyson Fury said it was a $100 million contract. Bob Arum said no. Bob Arum was like, no, it is not. Bob Arum did not give him a $100 million guaranteed for his fight contract. No, he did not. Please. That is what Tyson Fury said. Okay? I know you heard that, but that's not true. How would he be able to do that on pay-per-views with Deontay Wilder? Stop. Power Beast, Fanon, you said Teofimo would beat Haney. So, did I? Did I say I was leaning towards him? Is what I said. But they didn't fight, so I still don't know. Did you see a Teofimo Lopez fight versus Devin Haney? Did anybody in the chat see Teofimo Lopez beat Devin Haney? Or Devin Haney beat Teofimo Lopez? Anybody? You've said that like 3 chats in a row, bro. I already told you. I said I would lean towards Teofimo Lopez based on what I've seen. But that if Jojo Diaz, Devin Haney knocked out Jojo Diaz, I might change my mind. But it's now an irrelevant question now, isn't it? Because Teofimo Lopez lost to somebody else. Devin Haney did not beat Teofimo Lopez, brother. So you act just because Teofimo Lopez lost does not mean that I was wrong in what I said. Those are 2 different fighters. One guy's name is Teofimo Lopez. The other guy's name, the one guy's name is George Kambosos. The other guy's name is Devin Haney. So if you want to say I was wrong about something, Tell me I was wrong about a fight that took place that I was actually wrong about. I also said they would never fight. And I do not believe they will. Blake Ehrman in the building. Kambosos will probably fight Ryan Garcia or Tank. Luda Bella is a low risk, high reward. He said it's a business decision. Even if Kambosos loses, he wins. Much love in that super chat, bro. I'm telling you. Luda Bella gave an interview, and Luda Bella acted like it was absolutely stupid to think he'd fight Devin Haney. You should have heard what he said. I don't care what George Kambosos says. George Kambosos, yes, now we can talk. Now we can talk. Yeah, exactly. Now we can talk. Now we can talk or now we can fight. Which one? Now we can talk. Now we can talk or now we can fight. Did you hear him say we can fight? Or did you hear him say now we can talk? Now we can talk. Oh yeah, we can talk. How much money? Where? And then they'll say to Al Heyman, how much money and where? Where? And you know what Al Heyman will say? Al Heyman will say, Lou, we'll let bygones be bygones, and we will start having your fighters on cards again, and your company will do better, like it was doing when we were working together before. And if you do not think Luda Bella wants to get back in the good graces of Al Heyman, you are absolutely nuts, because that was where all his business was coming from. Because before, instead of saying TGB promotions, which is what? Tom Brown promotions, you would see DeBella promotions. Little known fact by people that ain't paying attention. Luda Bella actually promoted the first Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. Luda Bella, if Luda Bella was still in with Al Heyman, would have probably been promoting Gervonta Davis fights. Telling you. Majestic say, yeah, exactly. Talk is cheap. Very cheap. I'm here because it's public and it's funny watching you sheeple. Hey, Alan Bay, goodbye. No need to, let me tell you something, man. No need for you to be here. No need. Nice to know that you're not here to talk boxing. Once you let me know you're not here to talk boxing and be part of a conversation where people can disagree without being called names, then there's no need for you to be here, friend. We don't want you here, okay? We want this chat free of you. Goodbye, sir. Alan Day said, Fanon on the real, what do you think about Floyd as a promoter? I watched Floyd talk about himself, Boots himself, Canelo Tank, sitting like, what am I doing? Much love in that super chat. He's very good, is what I think. I think he is very, very good as a promoter. No doubt. I think that he is, first of all, you got to understand Floyd is the PBC. Floyd's the PBC. Floyd started the PBC. The entire thing. He has Floyd Mayweather Promotions, but he is a partner with Al Heyman. And he's probably a partner in everything Al Heyman does in boxing. So when you talk about him, you got to look at the whole thing. And he built himself a nice little kingdom, aside from the money that he's making when he gets into the ring. Also, he's also responsible for all that Jake Paul crap going on and the pay-per-view fights going on over there. I think he may be the most successful promoter in boxing right now. Better than and doing a better job than Eddie Hearn. They keep talking about Eddie Hearn's the top promoter, and I'm like, I don't know about that, friend. I don't know. Seems to me that you weren't able to do what Floyd Mayweather Jr. is able to do in the United States. You know, Floyd's got the PBC. As far as what they're doing with Gervonta Davis, also, again, from the job of a promoter, he's getting his fighter paid. He's getting his fighter's name is growing. His fighter's doing things. I think he's done a great job as a promoter. I don't know what you can. I don't know anybody more successful than him. I think they had originally had a little bit of a rocky start, and there was a learning curve. Like when he was promoting guys like Ishe Smith Mickey Bay. What's my guy's name? The cruiserweight, the light heavyweight Badu Jack back then, but now he's really rode Gervonta. He's really rode with Gervonta Davis, man. Now if he gets he'll get other. I think he'll get other fighters too. Very good, man. I think he's done a terrific job. Really, I mean, how can you not? I mean, when you just look at the basic numbers of it, how can you not compliment the man? And on the real, I mean, as a boxing fan, there's fights that I don't see that I didn't get that I would love to see, But I mean, I can't do anything but credit the man for what he does. He's done in the boxing ring. Hey, make sure, get the likes over 700 real quick. I gotta take like a 20-second break. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, so let me get back. Let me go to my man Fahim Sator in the building. He said, Devin ain't getting that fight. No, bro. He ain't. He's not getting it, man. They were cracking on him, bro, on Twitter. They're like, he's not a draw. Devin's not a draw. Devin needs to go to Floyd, man. He needs to go to Floyd. Eddie Hearn ain't doing him justice, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Except for the big paychecks he's getting. But if they only sold 4,000 tickets in a 13,000, 4,000, see, then they're losing money. We've seen 100 videos about Tio getting dropped in sparring. He's not that hard to put down. Yeah, I've never seen that, bro. He said, you at commercial status, my brother? Hey, man, I needed 30 seconds, bro. Man, these be long live streams, bro. Long live streams, man. Long live stream, and I'm old, bro, drinking coffee. You know what it is. Gotta take a second break, bro. CG Cap said, Haney beats everybody at lightweight but Tank. He's just not enough of a draw, sadly. Yeah, that's it. I mean, dude, but he could get the fight if he had a promoter and he didn't have Eddie Hearn. I'm telling you, man. Eddie Hearn is doing a great job for women's boxing. Eddie Hearn is the greatest promoter of women's boxing ever. That is the accolade I can get Eddie Hearn. You are doing a great job for women's boxing. Without a doubt, bro. Killing it for women's boxing, bro. Killing it for women's boxing. Love what Eddie Hearn is doing for. Love what he's doing for it. Love what he's doing for it, bro. For men's, nah, not so much. Not so much, bro. Those fights, the DAZN fights Montana love. Dude, Montana love. Man, y'all get the likes over 800, man. Come on, man. Get the likes over 800, man. Get them likes over 800. Man, let me tell you something, man. Great for UK boxing when he had Anthony Joshua. For women's boxing, you cannot beat him. He has all the shit going on, bro. He got Alyssa Bumgardner out there, bro. He's got Alyssa Bumgardner there doing her thing. Katie Taylor. He's got Jessica McCaskill, right? All of that, man. Clarissa Shields is probably going to wind up fighting on one of them Eddie Hearn cards pretty soon. She's over there in the UK, signed with Sky Sports. So, they'll probably do something over there with her. I don't know. Musa R said, What's Devin's contract with the Zone? How many years? How many fights years? I don't know, man. I don't know. He's been there for like 3 years. So it's got to be coming towards renegotiation. If they've not already, they might have already renegotiated it. They might have already renegotiated it. Quincy Jones said, I disagree with you, Fanon. Eddie is a great promoter. He's fighting to get in the U.S. market, and the U.S. promoters not making it easy for him. Dude, he's been doing that for 3 years. It's his 3rd year, bro. No. Canelo has come and gone, bro. Canelo came and went out of the Zone. He's had how many years, bro? And he's not going to get it done over here. He's not. If he wouldn't have been such a jackass, he might have. But no, they're not going to let him go. And that's why he couldn't work it out. He didn't have any less hurdles. He didn't have any more hurdles and actually he didn't even have as many hurdles as Al Heyman had. You know, he didn't get sued. He didn't get sued by all the major promoters and have the boxing media and all that talking about he's going broke and do all that stuff that they did to Al Heyman. The media welcomed Eddie Hearn in with open arms. But he was not able to negotiate himself major fighters that made people want to go to the Zone or want to watch the Zone. And as a result, they're putting on a lot fewer shows in the United States than they were putting on before, you know? So, nah, man, I don't think he's done a particularly good job. I mean, Devin Haney, Jojo Diaz. He lucked up under Teofimo Lopez. Right? Because that should have been a fight over there a Triller fight, you know? Yeah, Montana Love that's a different kind of guy right there, bro. You know? That's a different, Montana Love is a different type of guy, bro. Who does he remind me of? He reminds me of Chop Chop Corley, bro. Hey, let's get the likes over 700, man. Let's see. We got 613 people in the building. Let's try to get them likes. Let's try to get them likes over 700, man. I just don't see Haney beating the top guys in his class. He's a hell of a fighter, though. I mean, he looked really good last night. I can't lie, man. He looked good. The only problem that I got is just he doesn't pop very much, man. You know what I mean? Dewan Elman said, Fanon, what's up, brother? Love your channel, bro. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. Nah. He's not heavy-handed. That is not a word that I would use. Would you describe Devin Haney as heavy-handed? That's what they mean by they got pop. That, just doesn't seem like it to me. And Jojo Diaz said, hey, dude, can't punch. Haney got little legs like Wilder. Hey, man, that didn't keep Deontay Wilder from punching. Deontay Wilder got popped for sure. You know what I'm saying? He got pop and then some. You know what I mean? Pop and then some. Fight fans want knockouts. Well, dude, I just want to be able to see. The thing is, at 120, at 135, I mean, I don't know if anybody other than Tank's going to be able to really hurt him at 135. But when you start getting up into, when he moves up to 140 pounds and he starts getting in there with bigger guys that can walk through his punches, right? That are walking through his punches, all of that boxing and all that stuff at a certain point in time, man, somebody's going to figure that out. You know what I mean? At a certain point in time. And that's just the only weak side of it, man. That's the only weak side of it. Other than that, he looks like a very, very good fighter, man, without a doubt. I'm not hating on him, but he doesn't look like he does not look like a Terrence Crawford level fighter, bro. They doesn't look like a Terrence Crawford level fighter. He does not look like a Jaron Ennis level fighter. Because if he did, he'd be hitting these dudes with stuff that, like, for example, man, if Jojo Diaz was to fight somebody the same, if somebody like Jojo Diaz, that same skilled fighter fought Jaron Ennis, dude, Jaron Ennis is gonna get him out of there, bro. He said it ain't heavyweight, yeah, man, but lightweight, there's guys that'll get you out of there lightweight, bro. Who does Haney remind me of? Oh, God, man. Hard to say. Hard to say, man. Hard to say, bro. No. Bro, you was talking about Chop Chop so bad. I look him up. Yeah, because Chop Chop got, I don't know, man. I don't know. Who was a very, very good fighter, but just did not have a lot of punching power. Very skilled, but just did not have a lot of punching power. I have to think about that, bro. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I wouldn't say Sugar Ray Leonard, because Sugar Ray Leonard put that hurting on you. Not Purnell, because Purnell will hurt you. He ain't no Purnell now. Let's just rest that Purnell shit. Okay? No, not Winky Wright. He doesn't fight totally different style than Winky Wright. Oscar De La Hoya, maybe? No, not De La Hoya. That's tough. I don't want to say Paulie Malignaggi, man. He's better than Paulie. He's got better defense than Paulie Malignaggi. Not Zab, because Zab can crack. Zab will hurt you, bro. There's somebody, bro. Corey Spinks. Corey Spinks. A slicker Corey Spinks. But Corey Spinks. Absolutely. Great call there, bro. Great call there. Great call. Corey Spinks. Dude, Corey Spinks is very difficult to hit. They don't look just alike. They don't look just alike. Don't get me wrong. But Corey Spinks, somebody that will beat you, but is not going to knock you out. Somebody that can beat you, somebody that can outbox you, somebody at spots can make you look very, very bad. Because Corey Spinks can fight, bro. In my opinion, I think Corey Spinks might have been the best Spinks. You know what I'm saying? He may have been the best. That's because he's Leon Spinks' son, right? That may have been the most talented Spinks. It's Corey Spinks. None of the Spinks could really crack like that. None of them were really knockout punchers, but were very, very skilled fighters. Yeah, man. Maybe Corey Spinks. That level of fighter. Absolutely. Very, very good championship level fighter. But at the end of the day, he said, Corey fits that bill, Spinks. Yeah, man. That's where I'll go, bro. Fanon, you think he had some Spatafora in him? Nah, I don't know, man. Spatafora crazy, bro. Paulie Spatafora is crazy. Paulie Spatafora is a really good fighter, man. Crazy, though. You know? I don't know. Montana, I'm never going to call Montana love a beast, man. It's just not going to happen, bro. Montana love ain't gonna be there for the full ride, bro. I'm telling you. He's too flighty, man. I can't go with him, bro. Fanon, Devin would die fighting Kambosos and Loma. I'll take money at all. Nah, I got him over I got Devin Haney beating Kambosos. Dude, Kambosos ain't no killer. Dog, Kambosos ain't no killer. Kambosos talk like a killer, for sure. He ain't no killer, man. I ain't believing that. Yeah, I remember Livingstone Bramble. Absolutely, I remember Livingstone Bramble. Fanon, I got Loma beating Comey. Yeah, I do too, without a doubt. I got him knocking out Comey. I got him stopping Comey. Stopping him. Yeah, Montana counters well, but that guy was like whatever. I don't like his discipline. I don't like the antics. I don't like that walking in with a puppy. all of that stuff, man. It's just he's too something about him is just like, nah, you're too arrogant. He seems too I don't know what else I can say. Like, he doesn't seem to me to be somebody that's really going to keep his focus. He reminds me of Chop Chop Corley. Chop Chop Corley is a very, very good fighter, bro. Chop Chop was a very good fighter. Reminds me of Chop Chop Corley in his personality. Dante Comedy said, we must stop promoting the Mexican flag. You won't find Mexicans promoting African products. We must promote our products. Haitian, Nigeria, love you. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, you know what it is. They pander. Man, they pander the shit. They really pander Mexicans, bro. But hey, man, they got to try to get that money, bro. Got to get that money, man. Got to get that money, man. For now, so who do you think? Who would you pick to beat Devin? Josh Taylor. I would pick Josh Taylor to beat him at 140. I would pick Lomachenko to beat him at 135. I would pick Gervonta to beat him at 135. That's it. Only people at 135 I picked to beat him is Lomachenko and Gervonta. And even that's questionable because he may beat them. No joke, because that dude can fight. You know what I'm saying? That dude can fight. But Josh Taylor, I think he should stay away from Josh Taylor, bro. You know, I think he without a doubt should stay away from Josh Taylor. That is what you call a very bad matchup for him, bro. You know what I mean? Because Josh Taylor is going to switch southpaw. He fights southpaw. He fights orthodox. He comes at you. They're going to mix it up. They're going to mix it up at a point. And Josh Taylor is very, very busy. And I think he's going to land a lot. And he's got the reach advantage. He's got the like one of the major advantages. One of the major advantages that Devin has at 135 is his reach. And the fact that he's able to keep people out, he's able to keep that stick out there and keep those guys at distance, you know? But with Josh Taylor at 135, 140, I don't see him doing that. You know what I mean? He said, that sounds great. That sounds great. Fear, what you mean? Devin takes too much punishment. He didn't take a lot of punishment. He got hit, but he didn't take a lot of punishment. You know? You say, yeah, Josh Taylor's a natural 147-pound fighter, in my opinion. Yeah, he is. But so is Devin. So is Devin. Devin's a natural 140, 147. I think Devin's a natural 147. Do you see him at the weigh-ins? Man, he looks anorexic at those weigh-ins, man. Hey, much love in that super chat, man. Can y'all get the likes over 700 for me? Man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Get the likes over 700, please. The pandering, Ahura Drum said the pandering is disgusting. Imagine an Asian fighter coming into the ring in a daishiki. Enough is enough. Who was pandering yesterday? Who was wearing the Mexican stuff yesterday? You know what I mean? And I think that they may be trying to make the Mexicans mad. You know, I know that's what the guy that I first saw doing that was Roger Mayweather. The Black Mamba. And he would do that to upset the Mexicans. Be like, yeah, to start stuff. Yeah, Love was doing that. Yeah, it's like, I'm not, just the drama, bro. Like, it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? He's too much, man. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Because I couldn't get past the dog. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get past the dog. Like, why you got your dog with you, man? And you getting your beard trimmed. He's just too much of a, what do you call him? Pretty boy or whatever. He's, just too much of that, bro. Devin can box but can't fight. Oh, he had a harder time when he started fighting. I do agree with that. But, I think he can do, bro. I think he can do both. CJ Cap, who wins? Devin, Shakur? Shakur, man. Shakur's a bigger talent. I'm telling you, man, they're going to start getting worried about Devin in a minute. He didn't look happy after that fight, bro. He wanted to beat that dude up. He wanted to stop that guy. And it didn't work out like that. If he needs to go up another weight class in order to be able to get them stops, man. I mean, I'll take Shakur over him. Because Shakur knocking out dudes at his weight classes. It's just once he got, and Devin's not even really to the upper echelon yet. Jojo Diaz, yeah, he's not at the upper echelon. He's not getting these guys out of there. And I don't think people can't soft sell that too much, man. Before all these guys are getting guys out. Devin hurt his hand. It's part of it, man. It's what it is. Is that what they're saying? Is that the reason he hurt his hand? Did he hurt his hand against every time? Did he get hurt his hand against Linares? Did he hurt his hand against what's his face? Biased boxing opinion. Why are you hating on Devin? You're an idiot, Biased boxing. I'm not hating on Devin. Why do you think I'm hating on Devin? Biased boxing opinion. Why do you think I'm hating on him? I'm not hating on him at all. Not at all. This is not hate. This is an observation. Seriously. And I'd like to understand that. What did I say that was hating on him? I don't think he has a lot of power. That's hating on me. That's hating on him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the hate? I still try to figure that out. Fanon, you speak boxing. I enjoy your bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Make sure I hit the like, man. Get them likes over 700 for me, man. Please. Be greatly appreciated. Stevenson has better skill set than Haney. Yeah, I think that he can fight on the inside better. And he is more of he sits down, he walks these dudes down, bro. Y'all gonna drive Devin Haney to go to Eddie Reynoso for some good dope? Head on over, bro. Head on over. Head on over, bro. But I'll tell you what I like about Devin. What's getting old, Giant TV? What's getting old? King Lo said Devin got the most annoying fans in boxing, I swear. Oh, no. No. Canelo has the most annoying boxing fans in the world. Without a doubt. Canelo, and ain't even a second. Canelo got the first, second, and third most annoying boxing fans at this point in time because they don't think anybody needs to fight Canelo. At least Devin Haney fans are saying people need to fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez fans don't think he needs to. Canelo Alvarez fans do not believe that he needs to fight anybody. They literally think he is so much better than everybody. And he's so much on a different plane of existence than everybody else in boxing that he doesn't even have to fight anybody. Anybody that you say, oh, Canelo should fight this guy. Oh, no, he doesn't. What has he done? What has he ever done? Where is he from? Who was his last 5 fights against? Oh, he doesn't. What are his pay-per-view sales? All of that crap is annoying, bro. I do not mean Latin people. Hell no. Man, dude, I hear just as many Latin people that do not like Canelo as like him. Okay? No joke. Whole bunch of people do not like Canelo for the same reason, man. People don't want to hear all that garbage about you. Man, ain't feeling you walking around in silk drawers, fighting anybody you feel like fighting, talking about you're making history and you won't fight the guys in the same weight class as you. Man, the guys ain't trying to hear all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole bunch of Latinos that ain't trying to hear that, man. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man. We got 700, man. Let's try to get them likes over 800, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts. He too good to fight anybody. Exactly. That's annoying. When you say your fighter is too good to fight anybody else, and you go through a list with him. Like, okay, so he doesn't have to fight Charlo. Does he have to fight Andrade? No, he doesn't need to fight Andrade. Does he need to fight Gennady Golovkin again? No, he doesn't need to fight Gennady Golovkin again. Okay, does he need to fight David Benavidez? David Benavidez? What has David Benavidez done? Does he need to fight Beterbiev? Come on, Beterbiev. Beterbiev needs to be fighting Bivol. Does he need to fight Bivol? Come on, Bivol needs to be fighting Beterbiev and Joe Smith. Those guys all need to be fighting each other. Oh, and they all want payday. They just want to get paid. That is obnoxious. Okay? Devin Haney fans are just fanboys. You know what I'm saying? They're doing some fanboying. Okay? And I ain't talking about the channels because I know what's up with the channels. Okay. I know what's up with the channels. I know that. All right. So that is to be expected. Okay. That's the only thing saving Devin Haney. Trust me. Devin Haney and Devin Haney and Bill Haney saw what happened with Deontay Wilder and was like, this fan base will save our asses. Because at the end of the day, they're going to talk about us. They're going to support us. When we want to get our message out, they're going to put our messages out. They're going to do all of that for me. And they were very, very smart in working with the same channels that supported Deontay Wilder. Just very, very smart. And in the position that he was in, that's what they needed to do. And that saves their ass. No joke. Save their asses. Because if it wasn't for that fan base, there's no way in the world anybody would ever talk about Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Would never talk about him. But the thing is, Devin got to knock somebody. Devin got to do something to get people excited because there's nothing exciting about him. And that's just the real. Looking at Devin Haney, you'll be like, he's a very, very good fighter, but you know what they're going to say about him. Boring, boring, boring. That's what you're going to get. Boring, boring, boring. Yes, he can box. But he doesn't bring the fight to the guy. He can't punch. You don't get to see any, you know what I mean? That's what you're going to get. And he's at the stage in his career where he should be knocking these guys out, which is why he should probably move to 140 pounds and get some of his strength, get some matchups where these guys got some glass jaws and knock them out. You know what I mean? Dante is arrogant. He should be. He should be arrogant. I don't think he's arrogant. As a matter of fact, he's not arrogant at all. He's confident. Very, very confident. Arrogant is Canelo. Canelo comes across as arrogant. Nah, Canelo didn't even come across as arrogant, really. He seems like he's a pretty nice guy behind it. But when he talks to other fighters, he ain't trying to hear it with other fighters. Strange J in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. He said, morning, Fanon. In a week, DAZN almost has cornered the market on the belts. Dude, they have no belts. DAZN doesn't have any belts. He got one. DAZN doesn't have 135-pound belts, bro. They don't. George Kambosos was on DAZN calling a fight. They're putting their marketing dollars in, probably paid Jojo Diaz to be there as a commentator for a fight. So he took the contract to make some extra money because he was calling I do believe he was calling did he call the fight? But he was right there with Sean Porter. Those guys get paid for that. Nah, man. Jermell isn't arrogant. Who is arrogant? Who is arrogant? Truly arrogant. Who is it? Much love in that super chat. Monster Inouye is arrogant. That dude is arrogant. Anthony Smith, you sound crazy. Okay, whatever, bro. I sound crazy. I am crazy. You didn't get the news? Good observation, brother. Good observation, bro. Believe the trolls. I am crazy. Listen to them. Julian Ledesma said Devin Haney needs a hype man that talks crap instead of pumping you up. You the worst. You got no pop. You couldn't sleep your mom. That's crazy, bro. You couldn't sleep your mama's laptop, man. That's funny. Much love in the chat, man. Fanon, Haney versus Bronner, Haney versus Amir Khan. Exactly. That's who he needs to fight. Adrian Bronner. Tio is arrogant. No, Tio just stupid. Man, who is really arrogant, bro? Montana loves look arrogant to me. That is some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, that is just some stupid shit, bro. Like, that is not going to make me want to watch his fights. All of that corniness, bro. That is just corny. Comes across to me as corny. Josh Taylor is arrogant. Josh Taylor's arrogant. Billy Joe Saunders is arrogant. There you go. Billy Joe Saunders is arrogant. Josh Taylor comes across as arrogant to me. Dillian White definitely comes across as arrogant to me. Definitely comes across as arrogant to me. They're arrogant. Like, because arrogant is like arrogant is when you're not nice to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo, I wouldn't say he's arrogant. I mean, yeah, Caleb Plant a little arrogant. Caleb Plant is a little arrogant. Yeah, he's got that kind of arrogant. Nah, Chris Eubank I met Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank a little arrogant. Yeah, Chris Eubank's a little arrogant. Raleigh's definitely arrogant. Definitely arrogant. And a creep at the same time, bro. No Pico J said Devin a real one. Give them what they wanted, and they still gonna complain. I wanted a knockout. No Pico J. I wanted a knockout. I wanted a knockout for Devin. No joke. I wanted a knockout. That's what I wanted. I wanted that. I wanted a knockout. I'll tell you who really are arrogant, though. Chris Mannix is arrogant. Larry Merchant is arrogant. The media people come across to me being more arrogant than the boxers a lot of times. They're the ones that seem the most arrogant. Like Chris Mannix is super arrogant and don't know shit to boot. Like arrogant and don't know shit. Crazy combination, huh? Andre Ward is arrogant, is great. He can be arrogant. Exactly. In boxing, he is there. He should be. He ain't playing with you. He ain't arrogant. He ain't playing. He said, yeah, but most of them are really nice when you meet them, bro. Nick Balling said most pro fighters are arrogant to a degree because of the nature. I'm going to tell you who's not arrogant. I like Devin Haney, bro. Devin Haney is not arrogant. Devin Haney is not arrogant at all. His father's not arrogant either. They're not arrogant people. They're funny. You know what I'm saying? They're very funny. They can be very confrontational. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely putting on a show, but they're not arrogant people. They don't strike me as arrogant. But those cats in the media, those mugs are arrogant on another level. Tank, yeah, Tank's arrogant. Tank's an ass. Yes. Tank, matter of fact, here's the thing. Gervonta Davis is mean. He's mean. I don't know how arrogant he is. He's mean, though. You know what I'm saying? Mean. And he's not a nice person. Like, I would never want to hang out with Gervonta Davis. Devin Haney's a nice guy. Gervonta Davis is not. Gervonta Davis is a jerk, in fact. I would go so far as to say a jerk. Fight time in the channel. Much love in that super chat, brother. Much love in that super chat. You know, that's kind of arrogant, bro. Those dudes are arrogant. Nah, Errol's not arrogant, man. Errol's a down-to-earth dude. Very, very nice dude. Biased boxing opinion. Now, you call me a hater, bro. Why is it that Devin has to knock out Jojo to look good, but Gary Russell, a world beater, didn't stop Jojo? Very good question. First of all, I never said that he had to knock out Jojo to look good. What I said that he looked good in the fight. I said that you said give him what he want, and I said that he didn't give me what I wanted. I wanted to see a knockout. And the reason that I should say that Devin Haney should knock out Jojo is because they fought 2 weight classes above where Gary Russell Jr. fought him. Gary Russell fought him at 126 and hurt Jojo Diaz at 126. Devin Haney is at 135 pounds and has a massive size advantage over Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz was bigger than Gary Russell Jr., and Devin had a big size advantage over Gary Russell Jr. And Gary Russell Jr. beat him, still hurt him. Devin Haney had a big size advantage over Jojo Diaz and was never able to hurt him and never ever was in any risk of knocking the guy out. I would have liked to see Devin Haney beat him up and knock him out. That's what I would like. Jojo Diaz that was at 126. Does that make sense to you? the weight classes, the size of the guys. Y'all don't bring that. Some of y'all don't really pay attention to those things, but that's all right. That's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. We ain't tripping too much. He said, Tank has really white teeth, too white. Yeah, they're fake. Them dudes all got fake teeth. Gervonta got a mouthful of fake teeth. They're called veneers. Those are all fake. Leonard Ellery got a mouthful of fake teeth. Floyd Mayweather Jr. got a mouthful of fake teeth. Floyd Mayweather Sr. got a mouthful of fake teeth. They all got fake teeth, bro. They got them $10,000 veneers in their mouth. Because they probably got a tooth knocked out or their teeth were crooked or something like that. You know what I mean? They are like permanent dentures, bro. Those are not his teeth. However, there are some people that got some really straight, who else got some veneers? I think Regis Prograis got some veneers, bro. Pretty sure Regis Prograis got some fake teeth in there too. Biased boxing opinions. Tank has a bigger punch than a lot of people in 140. I don't think size has everything to do with punching ability. It doesn't, but it has a lot to do with it. There are little guys that can punch, but big guys usually hit harder than small guys. Size does have a lot to do with power. Those heavyweights are hitting completely different than featherweights. Monster Inoue has good punching power for a what is he? A flyweight? For a flyweight. He said, Arrow's too big for his mouth. Hey, they're all too big for that. All of them look unnatural. You know what I'm saying? They all look, Clarissa, hey, exactly. Clarissa has veneers. Yeah, they all got them fake teeth. They all got dentures. He said, Derek James would be the best trainer forever. Look, dude, it's not over for Devin, though. Don't get it twisted. It's not over for Devin because I'm telling you, Devin Haney can still push that fight. I like what he was doing. He was going to the body. He was working it. He was trying to wear him down to the body. He did a good job of that. You know what I mean? Of that. But it's just, he ain't got that. He just doesn't got that real. He ain't got that crack. He really ain't got that crack like that. But look, man, I got to bounce up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chase. Said diamond shine. And that's what's up, Flatbush, Flacco. Them diamonds be shining. No, not fundamental knowledge, size ratio, and not fundamentally knowledgeable, size ratio in weight classes. Yeah, you guys are a little bit behind this, but that's all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no biggie. Bias, he said, I come here every day, OG. I got love for you, but if you want to bullshit, I'm going to let you know Tank is a 130 pounder who punches harder than a lot of 40 pounders. Yeah, dude, but look, so what? Nobody is saying that Gervonta Davis can't punch. Nobody is saying Gervonta Davis can't punch. This dude is a straight hater, bro. Go away, Mike Williams. A matter of fact, I blocked you a bunch of times. You're just an internet troll. Look, man, Gervonta Davis being able to punch has nothing to do with Devin Haney being able to punch. What difference does that make? And I will stay for your answer. What difference does it make that Gervonta Davis can punch? I know Gervonta Davis can punch. Gervonta Davis has knocked out the last 18, 19 guys he's fought. What does that have to do with Devin Haney? Nothing. It literally has nothing to do with Devin Haney. But if you want to bullshit, I'm going to let you know Tank is 130 pounder who punches harder than a lot of 40. So what? I'm not saying there are no 135 pounders that punch hard. I know there are 130 pounders that punch hard. Teofimo Lopez punches hard. So what? I'm talking about Devin Haney. Devin Haney does not punch hard. Hey man, you tripping anyway. Whatever. Anyway, much love. Hey, but I appreciate you, brother. It's all love and it's all good conversation. If you guys are happy with it, you be happy with it, man. You ain't gotta make me feel. Yeah, I'm not full of it just because I say, look, man, I would have liked to see a knockout because he didn't knock out Linares and he didn't knock out. If he had knocked out Linares and if he had knocked out the two ducks, and I don't mean duck artists, I mean ducks sitting there for him to knock out in Linares and what's his name? Gamboa, come on, man. Those dudes were there to get knocked out for him, bro. They put him in there knowing he should be able to knock those guys out. And then he fought a guy, a little itty bitty dude in Jojo Diaz. He beats T.O. Oh, Devin. I don't know what y'all talking about. Anyway, Devin is a sharp, not a hard puncher. Yeah, but he's a very good fighter, man. He ain't got to knock everybody out. He may do fine without that power. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it is what it is. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Make sure y'all check me out tomorrow. And with that, I'm out. Deuces. And hit that like button on the way out the door, bro. Hit that like button. Peace.